Picture it. You're in your candlelit dining room. You've just finished a meal, and now you sit around a big table with all of your dinner guests, swapping stories and laughing at jokes. As the host, you're feeling pretty good. Things have gone smoothly so far. The food was delicious. No wine was spilled. Jesus hasn't said anything outrageous. A cool breeze blows through the open windows. On the air, you can hear the laughter of other families gathered at other tables. You can smell roasted meat, the scent of a fire smoke drifting. Jesus. You invited him, and your friends raised eyebrows. They murmur about him. They think he's dangerous for the status quo. He's too radical, too bold. But there's word of him healing people, driving out spirits in Galilee, raising the dead. You'd never admit to your friends that you were curious. Who is this man? Someone at the table starts a new story. He speaks with his hands, and shadows come alive in the candles flickering. Suddenly, a woman walks in. The room goes quiet. The shadows stop their dancing. You recognize this woman. Everyone does. You've heard whispers about how this woman spends her time, and you've noticed her walking through town. She's beautiful, with dark curls that spill and eyes that invite. She can't be here. What will the guests think? Someone like her in your house? She moves towards Jesus, slowly and deliberately. She carries a jar, her head lowered. You watch a tear drop from a smooth cheek. All is quiet except your thoughts. You are a pot ready to boil over. Look at her, dragging your reputation through the dusty night. Uninvited, a sinner, a woman unaccompanied no less. She's kneeling at Jesus' feet. He's not even saying anything. He's just sitting there watching. She breaks open the jar. A strong scent fills the dining room. Someone shifts in their chair, and she weeps. In complete disbelief, you watch as she wipes perfume and tears from Jesus' feet with that tumble of hair, those delicate strands soaking. It's shameful, really, what she's doing. She sobs. Beside you, your friend casts a sideways glance. You panic. They think you condone this kind of behavior. So you will set the record straight. You lean close and you mutter, if Jesus really were a prophet, he'd know what kind of woman was touching him. Jesus speaks then. He looks over at you. His face is easy. There's no trace of anger. The woman gathers her jar with one hand, wipes her face with the other, stands and scurries to the corner. Two people owed money to a lender, Jesus said, with a quiet smile towards the woman. He shifts forward in his seat. One owed him 5 denarii, the other owed him 50. But neither of them had any money, and they couldn't afford to repay the lender. So instead, the lender canceled the debts and told them both that they could breathe easy. Jesus scrunched his face in concentration. Which of these people do you think was the most grateful? And there you sit, caught between a rock and a hard place. Your friends are all staring at you. Your reputation is right there on the line. In the corner, the woman sniffles quietly. You've got to regain some of the decorum, but there's only one answer. I suppose you say, with all the evenness you can manage, the one who owed more money. Jesus smiled, tilted his head. You're absolutely right, he said. Jesus holds out a hand towards the woman in the corner. Do you see her? This was your dinner party at your house. You didn't offer me water when I entered. You didn't greet me with a kiss. You didn't anoint me with oil, but this woman did. Her sins have been forgiven, her debt canceled, as her great love shows. Jesus stands up. He walks towards the woman. He tells her she's forgiven, saved by her faith, bids her to go in peace. He follows her out of the house, and you sit there dumbstricken. Your friends begin to talk at once. Who is that guy? He forgives sins too? What else? The chatter is overwhelming. You sit back in your seat and have no words. The breeze picks up the scent of the spilled perfume, carries it around the room, the smell of something new, something holy, something penetrating, something breaking through. It settles in like one of your dinner guests, and you know it will linger for a long, long time.